Oh, hey, hey, what's up, peeps? So, I wanted to go live today because I did some more investigating and research. And I wanted to know, like from this past weekend when I did my, the vendor show or whatever, I wanted to know why all these people were coming up to me and telling me that their CBD oil has coconut oil in it or vegetable oil or whatever the case may be. I'm like, why are they adding all these fillers? Like, why? You're not paying the money that you're paying, hey Don, to get coconut oil or vegetable oil or anything like that. You should just have pure CBD from the hemp plant. There should not be anything else in it unless you get a flavoring, and that better be natural. So here's what I came up with. First of all, if you're already taking CBD oil, congratulations. I am so happy for you for getting away from prescription medications, or at least trying to improve your life in whatever way you are doing. For me, it was not sleeping, and I got several benefits from it other than sleeping like a rock. So my sleeping is amazing, along with many, many other things. But I want to talk about what are those ingredients. Why is there coconut oil? Why is there vegetable oil? Why aren't they posting their results from the lab? Okay, that's another thing. They need to post the results. If they don't, they're hiding something. So here's the thing. There's got to be a way for them to get the oil out of the plant, right? So it's called the extraction process. Makes sense. So how they do that, all right, there's several different ways. Basically, I think there's 4 or 5, and I'm going to go over them. I will also list the article which I'm getting my information out of when I'm done here. Hey, everybody. So the CBD substance, just a little bit of background. What CBD does, okay, just really quick, the major impact of CBD is caused on other receptors in the brain, such as serotonin, vanilloid, and adenosine. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Maybe not. It's okay. So the stimulation of the TRPV1 receptor by CBD creates a variety of processes, including body temperature, inflammation, and pain reception. So when the CBD oil is activating that receptor and making it work more than what it is, or maybe it wasn't working at all, that's where arthritis, inflammation, in your joints and stuff is arthritis. Other things cause inflammation too. Pain perception, right? So any pain that we're having basically comes from the brain. And then body temperature too. So, we can think of like women who are going through, it's PMS, or it's, they're going through their change, menopause, so that can help with that as well. Moreover, CBD is known to cause an inhibition of the functioning of FAAH enzyme that directly acts on the CB1 receptor and enables THC to produce its psychoactive effect. So with CBD, we're not getting the THC high. That's a psychoactive effect, right? But it establishes global interest among industry specialists, and that's why it's booming, like totally, totally booming. And it is a discovery that has prompted medical experts to take a closer look to the benefits. So the extraction, I'm not going to go over the benefits. I do that all the time. There's so many. So the CO2 cannabis extraction method, okay? CO2 is the best method that any company or any, small business or whatever can do, because it's not, it's able to take all the oil directly from the plant without having to add something in with a process. All right. So, it's an extraction method. It's the most regularly used extraction method of all because it is safe and it provides a pure end product. So it's safe. All right. So some of the other ones are not, and we'll get to those. In simple terms, CO2 cannabis extraction uses pressurized carbon dioxide to pull CBD from the plant. CO2 acts like a solvent at certain temperatures and pressures, but possesses none of the dangers. The rather sophisticated machines used for the purpose work to freeze the CO2 gas and compress it into a supercritical cold liquid state. It typically behaves like a gas at standard pressure and temperature and is easily changed to a solid while in this state. The solid version of the gas is known as dry ice. Using the aforementioned equipment in a lab, you can turn CO2 gas into a liquid by ensuring the temperature drops below -69 degrees. So what else this does, it says, I'm going to skip over quite a bit, but at this stage, you and your starting point for CO2 cannabis extraction, that's where you have the starting point. So this is just the beginning, but this is all the high end and the most pure way to get your oil. So I'm going to skip past a bunch of this because it's super like, let's see. So I'm going to skip over all of that back stuff. If anybody wants to know more about it, again, I will post the link from this article. But the pros of using a CO2 cannabis extraction, number one is safety. CO2 is a common food additive and is used to produce carbonated soft drinks, for example. So it's safe. Not that soft drinks or certain processed foods are, but its effectiveness, okay? So CO2 has been used as an extraction solvent for years by food companies. It is used to remove caffeine from coffee and as an extraction solvent when producing essential oils. And the other one is purity. So the cannabis that's produced are potent and free of chlorophyll. Who wants chlorophyll in their CBD? Not me. With minimal risk of contaminants. So that's another thing. This process reduces contaminants. Okay, so people who have CBD that have coconut oil or olive oil or vegetable oil in it is because it is a lower grade of extracting the oil from the plant. So they also can use ethanol. Yuck. This is more or less of people who do this at home. So the first step involves ensuring the raw plant material is decarboxylated. In layman's terms, here we go. It means you have to heat the plant at a certain temperature for a specific length of time to activate the plant's chemicals. So we're not even doing that with the CO2 method. Let's skip over a bunch of how you do it and blah, blah, blahs, because those don't matter. The cons of olive oil extraction method or coconut oil or anything like that is that it is perishable. Regardless of whether your cannabis-infused oil is high in CBD, it is highly perishable, so you must store it in a cool, dark place as soon as possible. So it's not going to last as long. And it's very, very low yields, which means that you're wasting a lot of the plant. And it's saying that whoever is making it, there's a lot more labor, so it's going to make the cost of it actually even more. The dry ice extraction method. So this one, you need a lot of stuff to do. How we do it doesn't really matter. Let's go to the cons of it, all right? So it's very low quality. This is entirely dependent on the user, but you will ruin the quality of the product if you shake it for too long. So actually, let's go back a little bit. So this is how you make this one. Put on your gloves and your eye protection. That's scary. Chop up the cannabis plant into small pieces and place it in a bucket. Cover the plant with dry ice and leave for 3 minutes. It is best to only fill the bucket halfway. This process causes the freezing of the trichome resins. And then you have to shake, and then you have to ice, and then you have to blah, 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 blah. So this is taking all of this, what it's saying by doing all the shaking and the icing and everything else with the temperature is making the potency of your CBD go way down. And it's not pure because you're having to add stuff. And then the solvent extraction method. This one is super scary to me. A Although the last one kind of was too, when it's telling you to put on eye protection and to protect your face. So this one is ethanol and butane are among, yeah, it is. And that's why I'm, you know, on live telling people about the different methods, because if it's not really safe for people to be using that method to make your CBD oil, what the hell are you putting in your body? Ugh. So anyway, I think this is the last one. Number 4, yeah. This is the last one. And it's ethanol, which is alcohol, and butane are used to make this one. So these are the substances that are used to make the CBD oil. It's really gross. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to read. Although ethanol extracts the full range of the cannabis from the plant, which makes the end product safe for consumption, it also extracts chlorophyll, which may lead to some unpleasant side effects. So you'll be putting chlorophyll in your body. Let's see what else. Butane offers a stronger oil than ethanol, but is more likely to contain solvents which will irritate your lungs. I shouldn't be laughing, but this is the sad thing is that people are taking CBD oil that are made this way, and it is not good for you. The cons is that it's extremely dangerous. That's the big one. Butane and ethanol, so for making it, are flammable, so it's worth starting it isn't worth starting a fire in your home to extract CBD in this manner. It's also, you're taking it. You're taking the remnants of that when you're taking your CBD oil that's extracted that way. It's potentially harmful. Oh, who would have guessed? As well as destroying plant waxes, this form of extraction may produce oils that contain chlorophyll or other harmful contaminants. So, not good. And then, so the final words, I'm going to go ahead and just read this because they said it really, really well. They say it is extremely important to understand the various CBD extraction methods as they have a major impact on the quality of the end product, not to mention your health. We don't recommend utilizing the solvent method because not only is it dangerous to make, it is also more likely to cause health problems. The cost of CO2 supercritical extraction means it is not possible for 99.9% of readers, although it is an excellent, safe, and efficient method. Okay, so it is not possible for 99.9% of people who read this article or who are making CBD to be able to afford the CO2 extraction because it is expensive. But it also is giving you the most pure form of CBD that you can get. That's why our ingredients are hemp oil, and that's it. It's CBD. Those who create their own CBD oils will tend to use dry ice or olive oil, which provide great purity and yield and are easy to do. There are also other extraction methods that we have not mentioned in this guide. If you have experience in extracting CBD from the plant and would like to share, contact them, whatever. But there you have it. So although they're saying that there are several ways that if you're making this at home, that are safe to do, they're also saying that although they're safe, you're not getting the most pure form of CBD. You're also putting in a lot of time and effort unless you have, a farm and have time to grow your own hemp. It's probably going to be extremely expensive. But long story short is that the CO2 process is the most effective, safe and healthy and pure form of extracting the CBD oil from the hemp plant. That said, that is why this weekend when people were telling me that their CBD has coconut oil or vegetable oil or olive oil or whatever in it, that is why, because whoever is making it doesn't have access to the CO2 machines because they are expensive. But if you can buy CBD oil that uses that process, you're going to feel the effects from the oil faster. You're not going to have to use as much because you're taking CBD oil, right? You're taking CBD. You're not taking coconut oil and olive oil and whatever the hell else they're having to use as a filler because of their extraction method, right? So it's not that olive oil and coconut oil are bad for you. They're good oils. They're actually healthy oils for you to ingest. But when it comes to the quality and the purity of your CBD oil, it should not necessarily have coconut oil or olive oil in it, because again, that is a filler. So you're paying for, you know, $80 a bottle for coconut oil and a little tiny bit of your CBD oil, right? I would rather pay $80, or this one, yeah, is 80, 90, for pure CBD oil, and knowing that nobody used butane or there's no chlorophyll or anything like that in my oil. Also, I mentioned briefly at the beginning that the lab results should be posted on the company's website. Please check out the lab results before you're putting anything in your body. Some are known to have metals and, like I said, chlorophyll and all that other stuff in it too, and that is not healthy for you to ingest. So there you have it. CO2 is the most effective way, most safe way, and most pure way, and that's what we use. If anybody is interested in any more information, contact me and I will certainly post the link. Have a great day. Bye-bye.